Hi everyone. Welcome to my homepage, Teaching with Technology. I begin with some images of trees. I'll probably use them in the future as writing prompts. Uh, They're um, they're on a slideshow, and that kind of happened in the beginning. It really wasn't what I had imagined, but I do like it. And there's plenty of space and opportunity to add different images in the future um, as I use this for assignments or for workshops. If we go over to the About page, I made some changes here and actually throughout the site with colors. I'm still, when I look at this now, I'm not quite sure if this is how I'll keep it for the long haul. Previously, it was just blue with the image, and the About section was smaller, so it was a little off-centered, which in some ways I liked, um, but it had some negatives as well. I wanted to include somewhere on my page some information that I am a grad student. And so I put that here, and I do like it, although I can imagine that that might change it at some point in the future. I did I did change um, the sizing of my text box, if you've looked at this before. And I did this for a couple of reasons. One is to, if you're pulling it up on a computer screen or a tablet, it enables you to look at it all in one screen rather than having to scroll so much. On the presentations page, this one is really uh, one of my favorites, and I think it's because of the stories that are here, both this Prezi and the Movely. I just really enjoyed doing the Movely, and I hope to do more of them. I this week enhanced the paragraph that I had here to specifically recognize that these are Web 2.0 tools and to draw that connection between storytelling and digital technology. On the active learning page, of course, the link to my Prezi, and I have some plans to make an update to that assignment in the future. I hope to get it done this week, but it just didn't work out that way. I've left some blank space here. I hope to complete a Movely that I started, but I haven't finished, that will actually be a sample of the assignment that I have in the Prezi. And I thought of that for a couple of reasons, because I wanted to do it and I thought it would be nice to have an example if I was giving this assignment. But then I also wanted to kind of follow this same layout, having the two presentations there. Um, so there'll be a very similar format. I did make and of course changed my wording here. And I hope as I move forward with the website and the projects that we work on in the future to be able to continue to make the connections between the technology that we use and the practical aspects of learning to those tasks that are typically not associated with technology, because I think that they're perfectly applicable. It is a wonderful way to engage, whether you're studying the Tao or whether you're studying, geology. I renamed this section. Before it was just listed as gallery, and that was fine. But it, that made it sound like I was just trying to show off photography. And really, it's like some of the other images on my page. I want them available to be prompts for writing or for poetry, or even just for considering the world. And I hope to build that or to make space where students could do the same. So it would be a model for prospective students as well. And again, tried to adjust the wording that I have on the page to indicate what the purpose of the information is. I don't know if you've noticed, but originally each of the uh, images, they do have a title. I can imagine an assignment being perhaps, asking students to title one of the images, or tell a story about it. So there could be a lot of ways that these could be used. And this page is not required. I made some modifications to it. I chose this kind of gray to purple, and I think it's fine. It suits the purpose. I'm not sure if I'll keep it this way, but I know we'll be also be making changes to our page in the coming terms, and so I'll see where that leads me. I want to a couple other things I wanted to talk about as I put in. I did make some adjustments to my footer, kind of tidying things up, making sure they were level. The one thing that I couldn't figure out how to do, and maybe it's just a function of the template that I'm using, but I was hoping to have a shorter distance here in the header. And I tinkered around with it for long enough and couldn't figure that out. So maybe somebody else has used this template and has figured that out, or perhaps it's just um, you know um, a, something that can't be altered in the template. So thank you for taking the time to look at my digital portfolio. I hope that you will come back at a later time, maybe in the next week or so when there's no more homework to do and no more work for a couple of weeks. I will have that sample assignment up, and you can hear a reading from the Tao and hear a question posed about it. And maybe in a future assignment, we'll have something where I can do a response to that. We'll see. Thank you again for coming to my Prezi site. Thanks, y'all.